Hello, hello, welcome back to Lunchbox World. Today we are back on lunch ideas and we're still on Halloween. You can see the pumpkins, so we're going to do a really quick and easy witch idea. So I found these snacks that look like witches' hats. We're going to make broomsticks. Check out the links above because you can see everything that we've done in the last couple of weeks and last year. So here's a quick preview so you can just see all of the lunch ideas that we've created. And you know, there's more coming, and every week there's a new lunchbox idea. So we do upload every Wednesday 6:30 AM UK time, so that it's kind of midweek. You can kind of get a flurry of inspiration again and then crack on and just keep having fun packing those lunches. So let's get straight to the idea and show you how quick and easy it really is. Okay, so we're using the witch cutter and 2 slices of bread. Now remember the trick for cutting out the witch's cutter, you've just got to really push hard down on the back just to get a neater finish. I mean, you could get a rolling pin and just roll over the top of it on the back, but you get the idea. I'm kind of doing it mid-air here. I decided to go for white bread because I just thought it was easier to see the sprinkles, but you can equally use whatever bread you want. If you want to go gluten-free, brown, your choice, and just carefully tease out the witch. So I got these cutters years ago from Tesco, I think it was, but you can use whatever cutter you want. Now so there's 2 pieces of bread, only one of them's got the cutter. I then trim the edges of the bread. Don't worry too much at this stage if you kind of overcut. I've got the Philadelphia at the ready so that I can put on a smattering of, well, Philadelphia cream cheese, whatever you've got. Now, just as with all these ideas, just think age appropriate of your child as well. So if they are little, I wouldn't advise using these little picks because they won't necessarily know what to do with them. So be guided by your child and the environment that they're going to be in. So cut off all the edges and we crack on with the Philadelphia or cream cheese. So just a smattering of this all over, and then we're going to take the other shape and layer it on top, just neatly over the top so that it's all aligned, ready for us to sprinkle in the middle bit. So here we've got the sprinkles, the Halloween sprinkles that I managed to find in Asda, and we're just going to sprinkle the middle bit. Now if you check the playlist for the Halloween lunch ideas, you'll see that last year I did one with bats. You can use whatever shape you want. This is just for inspiration, and you know, you can use this idea all year round. So if you had, I don't know, a leaf cutter for the autumn or a Santa, you know, you could always get, you know, whatever sprinkles, the colours that you want, so that you can then sprinkle on to your heart's delight. So I felt that the sprinkles were missing a little bit of colour, so I found these other sprinkles in M&S, so Marks and Spencer's in the UK. These are Colin the Caterpillar sprinkles, so if you did want to sort of do other fun cupcake ideas, and if you look at these sprinkles, I think they're full of autumn colours as well. So watch out for some videos coming where I will use some of these for some other quick and easy ideas. Again, I am mindful of keeping the sweet treats down to a minimum, but you know, when you do want something quick, this could easily be an after school snack, you know. So there you go, Colin Caterpillar little sprinkles. And just as a reminder, I used the witch's cutter to cut this out. Now we're using the Yum Box, the Panino Yum Box, because it's got the bigger compartment for the bigger sandwich. I love these compartment lunch boxes or bento lunch boxes because they've got all the compartments, so it's kind of easier to then load it. And you can see at the top I have made out of a cheese string a spider. Now I will be doing a separate video, so comment below if you want me to upload that video of cheese strings. We've also found these Skittles, these little again, it is sweet treats. You could substitute these in for other things. These are the witch's hats, the bugles that I showed you right at the start of the video. And again, it's just a little bit of fun. But back to the cheese string, if you did want to me to upload the video of how to do that cheese string. I mean, it is level 3 in terms of difficulty. I was looking at their packaging the other day, so comment below and let me know if you want to see the step-by-step guide for doing the spider. So we've also used these orange cherry tomatoes. Again, to me they look like little mini pumpkins. You could use the black marker, obviously an edible ink one, and make those into little pumpkins. And I just felt that, you know, with the witch sandwich, when I put that on top, the bit that I cut out, because I didn't want to waste anything, I thought, you know what, let's just outline it with the black marker. Again, this is the edible pen, or rather the pen with the edible ink. It's called a cake pen. So check out the link below, and I've used these pens quite a lot because they're just really handy. There's so many ideas that I've done now, so you can tell I'm having lots of fun with these lunchbox ideas. But that's the thing, it's all about making lunch fun and kind of getting your kids excited about food, you know, but hopefully in a sort of healthier way. So if you don't want to put any of these sweet treats in, substitute them for other things. I mean, these are little Skittles, Smarties are little chocolate, but you could find some dried fruits to put in instead. If you feel like it, you could put in a plastic spider, but again, I would just check the age of your child. If they're kind of a bit little, then I wouldn't put it in. So here we go, here's the spider that I made. I mean, it could double up as a crab, depending on if you wanted to do a seaside lunchbox idea. I've got a couple of the googly eyes. You could glue those on either with the cream cheese or the edible glue. And the next section is how to make these broomsticks. Now again, these are using cheese strings. You need basically 3 ingredients for these. So let's put the lunchbox aside. You've got a cheese string which is cut into thirds. I tend to do everything in 3s. Maybe it's because of my kids. 1 for each hand, one for luck. Maybe it's to do with all of the floristry that I've done as well, because you tend to do things in groups of 3s. Anyway, sharp knife, and you just cut into the third to make it look like it's the bristles of a broom or a brush. So these are the witch's broomsticks. The other ingredient you need are salty sticks, and you also need some chives just to tie them, make sure that everything stays on the salty stick. Now be careful, these can snap quite easily, as I demonstrate here. But it doesn't matter, because, you know, broomsticks can be all sorts of different lengths. So these are actually from my local Polish shop, where they do the breaded sticks. But yeah, it is a little bit fiddly with the chive, but you just have to tie it into a little knot, a bit like you would with string, but I didn't want to use anything that wasn't edible. They can always leave this if they don't feel like, you know, they might think it's a bit like grass, but it is chives. And you just do the 3 in exactly the same way. Tie the little knot and then pop them into the lunchbox. You can see I've also got some other little food picks, so the little cats, I found those on Amazon, and orange Smarties. Again, I'm always thinking colour, what's Halloween? You could also use the little fruit picks that I picked out, the orange and the purple. So just think in colour and think what you've got in your store cupboard that could be used for this idea. Now I did manage to find other sprinkles which had pumpkins in them, ghosts, spiders. So there's a whole load of new ones out this year. So do have a good look in your supermarket, or if you can't get to the shops, have a look online, because maybe it's not too late to order them online and get them in time before Halloween. So it is a little bit fiddly, as I say, but just persevere with it and you will get the job done. You just have to take your time, tie it in a little knot. Hopefully your fingers are sort of, you know, can sort of manipulate it, and that's it. And then we've just got the third one to do. So again, it's the same principle. So you've got your 2 broomsticks so far. You don't have to put all of them into a lunchbox. These could easily be for, say you've got friends over and you want to do a kind of like a Halloween platter. you can always use these ideas for that as well and make lots of different broomsticks. I've seen these also made with chocolate sticks, but again I was just trying to limit the sweet treats in this and sort of, you know, try and keep it healthier rather than not. So the handful of the bugles, the sort of, I think they look like witches' hats. It is only a handful, so it gives that flavour, that sort of savoury snack, but there's not too many, so I am thinking portion control and things like that. Now you could easily make these broomsticks out of, I don't know, chunk of cucumber and a salty stick. You know, you can just be creative. So there's the third one done, and then it just leaves the last pot to fill, and I just wanted to fill that with some dried fruit. Now again, you know, it could be little dried apricots which are orange coloured. You can get dried mango if you wanted to keep everything to the Halloween theme, but I wanted to just do a mix of raisins and cranberries. So we put in the little cat picks because I just thought that was just, you know, appropriate for a witch to have a little cat. But again, stick to the, you know, whether it's age appropriate for your kids. So this final compartment we are going to just pop in these dried raisins and cranberries, but I mean it could easily be grapes, you know, whatever you've got in your fridge. I'm just trying to give you ideas and just to encourage you to think outside the box with everything that you're doing. So that's it. Yeah, we do just pop in a dried apricot because I just wanted some more orange colour, and that's it. Really super quick, super simple, and I really hope you like this idea with the witch's cutter. Perfect for Halloween. So, I mean, the key thing here is just keep it simple, keep it quick, keep it easy for them to eat, remove all obstacles. Obviously, have a list of all of their favourite foods and things so that you've always got that in the back of your mind, and that just makes the lunch packing so much easier if you've got a list to work from. Always try and make sure you've got some handy things in a store cupboard. Make the freezer your friend, and you know, I always keep bread rolls, things like that in the freezer because you can always get them out the night before, and you know, they're defrosted by morning, you know. So there's just so many kind of tips and tricks. So if you're new to the channel, huge big welcome, and check out all the playlists. Subscribe if you haven't, like this video if you like it, check out the links above, check the description box below. We've got a website, we've launched a brand new course, we've got loads of other exciting news coming as well, so check the action points below, and see you in the next video. Bye now.